So recently, Techno and his ministers became mayors, and we all got really great buffs from it. One of the buffs is that we all get extra skill XP. Uh, in comparison to Derpy, Techno combined with Furry E-Boy's skill, that actually gets an additional 25% more skill XP is better than Derpy. Also, when you grind mobs, that you don't have to like go through a pain in Derpy. While Derpy's mayor, you can actually don't really have to fight double HP mobs. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the best way to grind skills, and yeah, let's get started. Quick note that you should actually get yourself a decent amount of money because some of the skill grinding ways is a bit pricey. So yeah, just a small warning that you should get yourself a decent amount of money before you actually watch the video continue. Oh, and if you can afford it, get yourself a god pot and a booster cookie for more skill XP gain and stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's really start the guide now. Okay, so the first skill I'm going to be taking a look at is farming. For farming, you're probably going to be farming on your island most of the time. That's why you will get reduced experience because Furry E-Boy's skill doesn't work on the private island. So yeah, rip that. Well, anyways, if you would actually get every like possible skill buff, so booster cookie, god pod, legend level 100 rabbit pet, and technoblade skill, you would get 180 extra skill XP gained. Like there's almost well three you get almost three times more skill XP. It's insane, right? Yeah, so the best thing to farm for farming XP is definitely pumpkins. And if you're like the second best is actually sugarcane, but sugarcane is like way better than for money than pumpkin. So if you want to like grind a decent amount of skill XP and well yeah get more money, then I suggest going for sugarcane. If you just want to have farming 50 farming 60 or 50 as fast as possible, I suggest going for pumpkins. If you want to use minions, I suggest going for melon minions because well, Technoblade skill also increases the well skill XP gain. I mean the drops, the efficiency of farming minions. I mean by like 100%, so you get twice as much skill XP. Just make sure to collect it before the Technoblades actually, before the mares actually switch again, so you will gain as possible. And yeah, anyways, yeah, let's go to the next skill. So mining. I suggest placing down minions for this because mining XP is best gained through snow minions. Like they give me a lot of XP and money. Like I haven't collected my minions in about 7 days, so about a week. And yeah, after collecting it, I went up by two mining levels. So I started with mining. Well, I mean, I s- I started with bruh. I started with mining 33 and went up all the way to mining 35. So it gives quite decent amount of XP. So just equip yourself a level 100 silverfish pet and you're good to go. But if you want to mine manually, I just suggest doing yourself commissions and mine the prismarine veins in the dwarf mines. Why prismarine? Well, in my opinion, that's the best vein to mine because you can get a decent amount of mithril from it, which gives a decent amount of XP, and it's also quite fast to mine if you have a proper tool. So yeah. Uh, oh, and if you mine in dwarf mines, because dwarf mines are in the uh, public island, you can actually get furry e-boy skill if you have somebody in your party who's with you. So you can get a total of 251% extra bonus skill XP, which is, bro, this is insane, really. Like, yeah, but well, yeah. Anyways, just moving on to combat. So combat. For combat, I suggest you actually grind the ghosts inside the dwarf mines, or just the crypt ghosts inside the crypts of the hub. So yeah, crypts are definitely worse than the ghosts, but ghosts needs like a proper investment into it. So if you have the money, I suggest trying to grind the ghosts. But if you don't have the money, you just can go for crypt ghouls. If you also have a bit of money, then just go for Revenant Horus too. It's not that profitable, but like if you can solo for the tier 5 boss, then you can maybe make a bit of money from it. Like I don't really know, but like yeah. By the way, use a wolf pet if you want to have more combat XP. Then for the minions, I suggest you get yourself a revenant minion. if you are poor, and if you're rich, get yourself tarantula minions. They're both like they're both quite good in terms of giving them common XP for minions. But tarantula is of course more expensive because well, with charted flint is like super hard to get. So yeah. Combat is also most priciest skill to actually invest to grind in the first place. And yeah, the max is still 251% of you can get. Anyways, moving on. So foraging, in my opinion, you should actually grind foraging yourself because it's way better than minions, in my opinion. It doesn't really care what kind of wood type you farm because they all give the same amount of XP. If you have any personal preferences, you can just grind the wood you like. I always grind the dark oak because the trees are like super huge, and then you can just grind them better. So yeah, the same thing goes for minions. It doesn't really care what kind of wood type you place down. They all give the same amount of XP. Use a wolf pet. Use a ocelot pet for the most amount of uh, foraging experience you can get. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So fishing, in my opinion, I suggest you should use clay minions yeah, instead of actually manually fishing because clay minions is actually the second best minion for making money. The top one I already said it is snow minions, but yeah, clay minions is like the best. So in my opinion, I suggest you get yourself a lot of clay minions for if you want to have a high fishing skill. Yeah, use a squid pet for the max amount of XP you can get. So yeah, if you want a manual fish, well, in my opinion, I suggest you should fish if possible events like like the Spooky Festival or the Jerry event, Yeti fishing and stuff. But otherwise, you just farm park. You just go park fishing with squids over there, like he's currently doing. And yeah, manually fishing in the park if you have a max level squid pet is also quite profitable because the first perk of squid pet lets you get more insects and yeah, I guess more money then. Well, yeah, I guess let's move on. So the next one is enchanting. Enchanting is really simple. Play the experimentation table a couple of times. If you have bits and XP levels, you can also just refresh it and do it again. Like if you would do it every day if you would have enough bits and XP to do this 4 times every day, you probably get to enchanting 50 in like a weekend or so, and to farming 16 maybe like 2 3 weeks. Yeah, anyways, this is actually the only good way of getting enchanting XP. There's no really good other way. By the way, there's no pet or any minion to get any enchanting XP, so yeah. Anyways, just move on still. I think alchemy is the second most simple skill to actually level up. Just make an auto brewer and you can make an auto brewer that just auto brew stuff. The name says what it does. Or you can just place down a netherwart minion to get alchemy XP, or you just make yourself a full-size netherwart farm to, yeah, grind it yourself. But in my opinion, I suggest going for making a auto brewer because that's most efficient in my opinion. It's just a bit more pricey because you need the materials to make it and stuff. So yeah. By the way, there's no pet for alchemy too. Anyways, let's move on to more skills. Okay, so the next one is dungeoneering. Dungeoneering is it's also quite simple. Just grind the highest floor you can possibly get. The only thing that really limits you of getting the most amount of XP is just your catacombs level and the amount of investment money you did in it. So you have enough money into investing the best arm into the game. Yeah, just make sure you can actually use it first of all, and second of all, just try to get your catacombs as high as possible. And yeah, just grind the highest floor you can do. Very simple, actually. There's actually no pet or minion to help you with dungeoneering, so I guess you have to do everything yourself. Anyways, just moving on. So, runecrafting, carpentry, and social skill. Well, these are just purely cosmetic, so yeah, it's not really worth of grinding them, I think. Like, if you want to have a very high skill average, then I guess you can still go for them. But yeah, I guess for runecrafting, you can just just invest in some dragons because you can get Runecrafting XP from bosses and stuff. For carpentry XP, just buy yourself a lot of stuff and just craft, I guess. Like just craft like expensive stuff, like for example tier 12 perfect armor chest plates and stuff. And the last thing, social XP, just get some friends to AFK on your island, and when they leave, you get your social XP. But yeah, like I said already, they're purely cosmetic, so I don't think it's really worth getting these skills high level. Unless you want to be a sweat to get like max amount of, well, a very high skill average. Anyways, to the last skill now. So the last skill is Taming. Well, yeah, just grind like any of the other skills that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, just have a pet equipped. If I'm not really that sure if a level 100 pet that you have equipped will still increase your taming XP gained when like yeah. So just in case, you can just buy yourself an XP share and just equip it to a pet that is not level 100 yet, and then you'll get like 100%ly yeah, a lot of taming XP. So yeah, if you want to grind taming XP share car and pets, and then you're good to go. There, yeah. Anyways, to the outro. So yeah, that was all the skills all the ways to level up all the skills. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. By the way, I stream every day on Sunday at 2 p.m. CET, so if you want to watch me or just say hi, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.